if there's any sport that we can look at this spring and say, well, based on what's happened in the past, we should be in for a great year, it's definitely track.
Oh, definitely.
Because we've had a lot of outstanding performances this year alone in the winter season, and if a lot of those can carry over outdoors, we're in for some pretty record-setting performances coming up.
Yep. Well, I mean, one team that probably everybody's got their eyes on is New Bedford High, both on the boys and the girls side. The boys have actually won 5 out of the last 6 Big 3 championships in 3 straight. This senior class that they lost their freshman year, and they haven't, or actually, I don't know if I guess they lost their freshman year. They've won 3 straight, is what I know. I guess that they did win their, I think they lost a meet their freshman year in the Big 3. But they have a very talented group. They have 5 All-Americans in their senior class. Wow. One, yeah, you don't see that every day. One is John Williams. Another is John Gomes, Xavier Dixon, Aaron Arujo, and Kip Hill. And those guys, I mean, when you talk about standout athletes in the area, you have to include those guys in it. They've all made it to all states. They've gone to New England's. They have the experience, and John Williams, he's had a lot of success in indoor season in the long jump, and it hasn't always translated over into the spring. I know last year I think he was a little disappointed with how he finished at all states. I think it was top 10 or around 8th or 9th. But really, he's a very talented athlete. And John Gomes, he plays basketball in the winter, but spring track, he's one of the top hurdlers in the area, and he's really good at the high jump and the triple jump. He said he was actually going to go for the triple jump record this spring. That's what he's shooting for, and the 110 hurdles record. I know Xavier Dixon and Aaron Arujo, though, they're also hurdlers too for New Bedford High, and they're going for the 400 record this year. Wow. They're kind of going against each other, and there's really a lot of good competition among the athletes on the team. That's what makes them better.
Well, John Williams wouldn't admit it to me on the phone, but he has a shot at that at the school long jump record. So,
well, when I talked to him too for the preview, he said he was trying to go after 25 feet, and then he corrected himself and said 23.5. So I mean, he's got a high expectations.
Would that have been a world record?
No, it wouldn't have been a world record, but it would have been a big time record in the state.
Well, you should always think big.
Yeah,
might as well
aim for the stars. When that's what the team's doing to this year. They've set the goal of going undefeated during the regular season, which they did last year. They've set the goal of winning the Big 3, which they did last year, and this year they've added an all-state team title to that list because you got 5 All-Americans on the team and some underclassmen who are strong too. You might as well, right? You might as well shoot for the stars.
I mean, there's a little bit of change going on at New Bedford with Isaiah Houtman taking over for Tom Geisen, but Isaiah's been there. He's been the assistant coach. And
well, he took over on the girls' side. He took on Jeremy Tilden. He's still the boys' coach.
Okay.
But the way that they work it there, there's a boys' coach, a girls' coach, but really Jeremy works with the distance runners, boys and girls. Isaiah works with the hurdlers and the jumpers, boys and girls, and then Tom Geisen, who is still going to remain, as an assistant with the team. He's
going to be staying with especially with Courtney Williams, because she has a shot at going really far as well, improving, basically stepping into the sport for the first time in the winter.
Yeah.
Aside from a flirtation with it her freshman year, and now she has the chance to be one of the best shot putters in the state.
Yeah, she really does. I know she came out for the team. I guess it was her freshman or sophomore year, and didn't stick. She only came to a couple of practices.
She ditched it pretty quick.
But this past winter, she really emerged as a strong thrower, and she was our only female athlete to make it to New England's. So she's probably going to be looking at some of the school records this spring. So she's a big newcomer that the girls team has. Also, Alexa Barros, who Ed's pretty familiar with, who's on the basketball team.
Sophomore shooting guard, really played well for New Bedford this season. Was a nice compliment in the backcourt to point guard Alyssa Roach.
Yeah.
And New Bedford, they lost a couple of players during the season, and in the playoffs they probably could have gone a lot further if that hadn't happened.
Yeah.
But I know Mickey Gonzalez was very impressed with Barrows.
I know, Ed just mentioned Alyssa Roach. She's one of the standout athletes that they have on New Bedford's team. Along with Ariel Gomes, Courtney Neves is another one who will probably make it to all states this year. She's a standout runner. They have a freshman who had a really strong season this winter, Melissa Isidore. She's impressed a lot of people, and really, for Isaiah to take over this year, he's getting a good group of athletes.
I'd say so.
And they're going for their 6th straight Big 3 title this year. So, as much as the guys are have some big plans, so do the girls at New Bedford High.
And